Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to Mathematics with Shahab Yaqub. Now, in today's video, I'll be focusing on this test. The test is about quadratics and the test is about permutations and combination and some basic probability. Now, in the first part of the video, I'll be focusing on quadratics. So let's get started with that. Let's look at this question. The question says, by using a suitable substitution, solve this particular equation 2x minus 3 the whole thing square minus 4 over 2x minus 3 the whole thing square minus 3 equals to 0. Now there are two possible approaches to this particular question. Let me use two different methods to solve this particular question. The two different methods will basically focus on the two different kind of substitution. If I choose let u equals to 2x minus 3 and let me just remove this shading from here so that it's more visible for you. U is 2x minus 3, so basically this is u square minus 4 over u square minus 3 equals to 0. And now when I take LCM, or even better, if I multiply throughout by u square, I'll get u power 4 minus 4 minus 3 u square is equals to 0. U power 4 minus 3 u square minus 4 equals to 0. I have written in the proper order. What I am getting is a disguised quadratic equation. That means I have to make a substitution again. So let me write let m is equals to u square, therefore m square is u power 4. Therefore this is m square minus 3m minus 4 equals to 0. That is m square negative 4m positive m minus 4 equals to 0. M minus 4 plus 1 m minus 4 equals to 0. M minus 4 m plus 1 equals to 0, therefore m equals to 4, therefore m equals to negative 1. But wait a minute, what is m equals to? M equals to u square. So u square equals to 4, u square is equals to negative 1. We will reject this answer because we cannot take square root of a negative number. So therefore u square is 4. Therefore, u is positive 2 and negative 2. But wait a minute, what is u equals to? U over here equals to 2x minus 3. So therefore, 2x minus 3 equals to negative 2. 2x minus 3 equals to positive 2. 2x equals to 3 minus 2 is 1. Therefore, x is half. 2x is equals to 3 plus 2 is 5. Therefore, x is 5 over 2. So these are the two answers that we are getting. But in this method, there is this extra working because I'm using double substitution in this one. So that double substitution is right over here. And then the double substitution is right over here. Else it's some basic quadratics. And let's double check the answer. These are the two answers. Now I'll focus on method number 2. And method number 2 should be shorter. What is that? That is this whole thing. U is 2x minus 3, the whole thing square. I'm making the substitution with the square. So therefore, this is u minus 4 over u minus 3 equals to 0. So therefore, this is u square minus 4 minus 3u equals to 0. Even better, let me not use u over here. Let me choose something else. I think a looks better. So let me write a over here and let me write a wherever it's possible. So this is a minus 4 over a minus 3 equals to 0. A square minus 4 minus 3a equals to 0. A square minus 3a minus 4 equals to 0. So therefore a square minus 4a plus a minus 4 equals to 0. A bracket a minus 4 plus 1 bracket a minus 4 equals to 0. A minus 4 a plus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, a is positive 4. Therefore, a is negative 1. But wait a minute. What is a equals to? A is this thing, 2x minus 3 whole square. So 2x minus 3, the whole thing square is equals to 4. 2x minus 3, the whole thing square equals to negative 1. Reject. Why? Because we cannot take square root of a negative number. So let me write this. Square root of negative number does not exist, or it's not a real number for right now. Of course, you have to wait in P3, in which you will study complex number, and that's a different ball game. So that's not for this level. So coming back to this, if I solve this one, therefore 2x minus 3 is equals to plus minus 2. So it's either or. 2x minus 3 is negative 2, 2x is equals to 1, x is half, and 2x minus 3 equals to positive 2, 2x is equals to 5, x is 5 over 2, and these are the two possible answers. That is right over here. So it's your choice which method do you like the most. Do write in the comments also. Now let's move to the next one. The second question. A curve has this equation. So let me write this thing, highlight this thing. A curve has this equation. A line has this equation. K is a constant. Find the set of values of K for which the curve and line do not intersect. Again, it's a question of quadratics. B square minus 4AC should be less than 0. That is the condition that is applicable over here. So now what needs to be done? We have to make a single equation. K x square plus 2x minus k equals to kx minus 2. They both were equaling to y. So we equate this. We make one single equation. So therefore, kx square plus 2x minus kx minus k plus 2 equals to 0. Simplify it further. Kx square and take x common. This is 2 minus k. And write it like this, 2 minus k equals to 0. So compare it with the standard general form of quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. What is a? That is k. What is b? That is 2 minus k. What is c? Coincidentally, that is also 2 minus k. Now apply the condition, b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So this is 2 minus k whole square minus 4 into k into 2 minus k. This is less than 0. So what I can do is that I can take something common out if I want to without expanding. So 2 minus k I'm taking common out. I'm left with 2 minus k, and this is minus 4k. So that was neat. And this is 2 minus k. And this is 2 minus k minus 4k. Therefore, this is 2 minus 5k. And this is lesser than 0. So now let me just be very practical about the kind of brackets that I'm using. So I should be using a round bracket throughout. So now this is already factorized. Otherwise, I should have expanded this and then did the middle term factorization and all these things. So we have 2 minus k. 2 minus 5k is less than 0. Now look over here. The coefficient of k is negative. The coefficient of k is negative. These two negatives will make it positive. Okay. So therefore, if I draw a graph, or I can simplify it for you a little bit further, minus 1 common, and this is k minus 2. And this is another minus 1 common. This is 5k minus 2. And this is less than 0. Now this negative over here. Let me just write a bracket over here. This negative, this will become positive. So the inequality is unchanged. So therefore k minus 2, 5k minus 2 is less than 0. So let's draw a flat line over here. Let me make it a bit thicker. So that's a flat line. And let me draw a curve like this. And let me mark the values. So this is minus 2 becomes plus 2. And this is 2 over 5. So this is 2. This is 2 over 5. We are looking for less than 0. That is one single region. Therefore, one single answer. Therefore, k lies between 2/5 and 2. Remember, whenever you are solving a quadratic inequality, factorization is a must. And after factorization, using a sketch to write down the answer, that is the must. That is a must. So make sure that you follow all these steps in order to gain complete credit. And that is the working right over here, and the answer exactly matches. Now let's look at question number 3. Now question number 3, it's again about this thing. A line with equation y is equals to mx minus 6 is tangent to the curve with equation such and such. Find the possible values of the constant m and the corresponding coordinates of the points at which the line touches the curve. So now first of all, what needs to be done? Y is equals to mx minus 6. So mx minus 6 equals to x squared minus 4x plus 3. Take everything on the right hand side. X squared minus 4x minus mx plus 3 plus 6. So therefore this is x squared, and take a positive common, and minus 4 minus m, that's the coefficient of x, plus 9 equals to 0. That is the single quadratic equation. Compare it with ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So therefore a is 1, b is negative common 4 plus m, and c comes out to be 9. And let's apply the condition, that is b squared minus 4ac. It equals to 0 because it's about tangent. And of course, they are asking for the possible values. So it cannot be an inequality. It has to be an equation. So therefore, minus 4 plus m, the whole thing square, minus 4 into 1 into 9 equals to 0. So therefore, this negative over here after squaring becomes positive. 4 plus m, the whole thing square, minus 36 equals to 0. 4 plus m, the whole thing square is equals to 36. 4 plus m equals to plus minus 6, either this or this. So 4 plus m equals to negative 6. Therefore, m comes out to be negative 10. 4 plus m equals to positive 6. Therefore, m comes out to be positive 2. So these are two values that we obtain. These are the two different values of m. That is all good, all clear. But the question is not over yet. This is what we have done so far up till here. The corresponding coordinates of the point at which the line touches the curve. So let me just create some more space over here. And let me draw a line like this. Okay. And now we have the value of m is equals to negative 10. So let me write over here, m is negative 10. Therefore, this equation is x squared minus 4 minus m. So this is plus minus 4 minus minus 10. X plus 9 equals to 0. That is x squared, and this is 10 minus 4, that is 6x plus 9 equals to 0. Let me write it over here. And this looks a little bit weird and bigger. So let me write it properly. This is like this. And if I choose the other value, let me write it halfway over here. M is equals to the other one, that is positive 2. So the equation is x squared minus 4 minus m. X squared minus plus over here minus 4 minus 2, that's the coefficient of x, plus 9 equals to 0. So therefore, this is x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. Now this is plus 6 and minus 9. These are nice numbers. So let me solve this one. This is x squared plus 3x plus 9 equals to 0. So therefore, this is x bracket x plus 3 bracket x plus 3 equals to 0. This is x plus 3 whole square equals to 0. Therefore, x is negative 3. Over here, when I'll solve this one, this is x squared minus 3x plus 9 equals to 0. X minus 3x minus 3 equals to 0. It's the same thing. X minus 3, the whole thing square is 0. Therefore, x is positive 3. So you get negative 3, you get positive 3. Now where do you plug in the value to find the y coordinate? There are two options. Either you plug it in over here or you plug it in over here. That is your choice. So I think I'll just go ahead and put in this one. This is also easier, but then I have to plug in the value of m. So it's your choice. So let me use a purple marker. Y is equals to mx minus 6. Y is equals to mx minus 6. M is negative 10. That is negative 10x minus 6. Let me now plug in negative 3. That is negative 10 into negative 3 minus 6. That is 30 minus 6, which is 24. Therefore, the coordinate is what? The coordinate is negative 3 comma 24. That is the answer for this particular part. Let me just draw a line to divide this thing. That thing is done. Now y is equals to mx minus 6. No, not this thing, the other marker. Y is equals to mx minus 6. The value of m is plus 2. Y is equals to 2x minus 6. Y is equals to 2 into 3 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Therefore, the coordinate is 3 comma 0. So let's double check. One answer is 3 comma 0. The other answer is minus 3 comma 24. 3 comma 0 minus 3 comma 24. All good. This is done based upon quadratics. We have not yet studied differentiation. This is based upon the concept of differentiation, but we are not going to discuss this one at the moment. Question number 4. Now it's about quadratics again. Definitely we are studying quadratics. So what else are you expecting? The equation of a curve is this. The first part, express the equation in this form. Which form is this? This is almost the completed square form. Yes, it's a completed square form, but our gold standard is ax minus h whole square plus k. But we just have to get in the completed square form. Hence, solve this equation based upon this. So let me do the first two parts first. So part A, y is equals to 4x square plus 20x plus 6. Make sure the coefficient of x square is 1. 4 common, x square plus 20x over 4 plus 6 over 4. Let's go step by step. There is no hurry. This is 4. This is x square plus 5x. 6 over 4 is 3 over 2. Now 4 outside, this is x square, this is 5x plus something square minus something square plus 3 over 2. Now what goes inside the bracket? Half the coefficient of x, which is 5 over 2, which is 5 over 2. Now rewrite the first three terms as a perfect square. This is x plus 5 over 2 whole square. Don't forget there is 4 still waiting outside the bracket. And then over here, this is minus 25 over 4. And it's not a bad idea that I remove this 3 over 2 and I write 6 over 4 for simplicity so that it's easier to add. So sometimes simplification is not the only good way. So this is minus 25 over 4 plus 6 over 4. Are you all getting it? I hope so. So now I need to simplify it one more step before I open up the bracket. This is x plus 5 over 2 whole square, and 25 and 16, the difference is 19, minus 19 over 4. Now when I open up this bracket, it will multiply with this as well as this. So this is 4 bracket x plus 5 over 2 whole square minus 19. That is the answer in the completed square form. So now this thing is done. Let me focus on the second part, and then I'll be adding one more page over here in which I'll be just solving this. Okay, I'll be using it in a short while. Now let me do second part. It says solve this equation equals to 45. So 4 bracket x plus 5 over 2 whole square minus 19 equals to 45. 4 bracket x plus 5 over 2 whole square is equals to 45 plus 19. So 45 plus 20 is 65, but 45 plus 19 is 64. So this is 64 divided by 4. I'm just dividing by this 4. This is x plus 5 over 2 whole square. So therefore, 64 over 4, 4 ones are, 4 16s are. Now let me take the square root. This is plus minus 4. This is x plus 5 over 2. All good, all clear? Either or. X plus 5 over 2 equals to negative 4. X plus 5 over 2 equals to positive 4. X is 4 plus 2.5. that is 6.5. So that is negative 6.5. And this is 4 minus 2.5, which is 1.5, which is 3 over 2. So do double check the answer. And that's right over here. Hold for a second. This first thing is all good. And 3 over 2 and 13 over 2. 13 over 2 is 6.5 with this negative sign. All good, all clear. Now, what is the last part? The last part is this. Sketch the graph showing the coordinates of the stationary point. You are not required to indicate where the curve crosses the x-axis and the y-axis. Now, I need this thing and I need the gold standard. So what is the gold standard that I'm talking about? Let me write it out. So part C, y is equals to 4 bracket, and then we have x plus 5 over 2 whole square, x plus 5 over 2 whole square, and this is negative 19. Let me just double check. 4, that's right over here, x plus 5 over 2 whole square minus 19, all good, all clear. Now, in order to sketch, we need to write underneath a x minus h whole square plus k. This is the gold standard. That is what we are talking about, the completed square form. And this has to be in this order. So the value of a is 4. If it's positive, that is the shape. That is a happy phase graph. It has a minimum point. What else is there? Negative h is positive 5 over 2. So h is negative 5 over 2. And therefore k is negative 19. So therefore negative 5 over 2, negative 19, that is the coordinate of the minimum point, which is a turning point, which could be a max or a min. It's also known as vertex. It's also known as stationary point. So now I need a grid. So let me grab a grid somewhere here. So it should be, I think, this one. Yeah, that's the grid. And the x coordinate and the y coordinate, they both are negative, and I'm interested in the shape. So a lot of people, they ask this question, how do we know where it will cut or something like that? That's none of our concern. All you have to do is to mark this thing, that is negative 5 over 2. Just go all the way down, mark this point, and this is negative 19. So this is x, this is y, that is the shape, and that's how the graph is drawn. So I'll stop over here. This is part 1 of this quadratic test. The next part will be the S1 test. So see you in a short while.